Hey guys, this is Mo Jones coming to you today about something that I heard on the debate the other night from Trump about black jobs. Now, I don't understand or know what he means about black jobs. This is the image that popped in my mind when he said black jobs. But it's funny how when you go and you apply at a job and you have to fill out the application, they ask you all these questions pertaining what color you are, what sex you are, if you served in a service, do you have a disability, etc. They got all these kind of questions to ask you about your race. So I wonder if the economy, the job economy, is racist. I wonder because all of a sudden, why is it an issue what color you are? So if you fill out an application and you seem to be a good candidate, and they tell you to come in for an interview, and you're not the color they expect you to be, you're not going to get the job? Is that what's being said? You're not going to get the job? So, black jobs. Is this what he means by black jobs? Because let me tell you something. If you're thinking that this is going to be what black people are going to go back to, let me tell you something. There is no way in hell this is going to ever happen. Because let me tell you something. Black people today versus black people back then. Yeah, we come from them. That's our ancestors. But we are very strong-minded. Then that'd be one day the black people will pull together. And whites. No, I'm just not going to leave whites out of this because you got good whites out there too who will back us up. And a lot of Latinos, everyone. We're not going because, see, the thing is, the goal is just not to have blacks in slavery. It's to have everyone in slavery. Because if we go down, who do you think they're going to come for next? This is why we have to vote. We have to get in. We have to get out there. We got to put our votes in and stand by our word. We have let things go by too far, too long. They talking about sending our kids over to a war that we have no parts in. We don't want to be part of that. And I hope the other countries hear this. We had no parts of that. This is like when you was little and your cousin or your sister or your brother went outside and they started all this mess, running their mouth. Then they run back in the house. Come on, we got to fight. Who is we? I'm not saying that I won't have your back, but when you're out starting stuff intentionally, that's on you. So you want us to send our children, sign our children up for something that you started? No. That's not going to happen. And another thing, something needs to be done about these applications. Because, like I said, it's not just with the wording. It's not just with the wording, but it's more than the wording. What I'm trying to say is the job market is not really for black people. How many of us have tried to apply at different jobs and then get sent back? Oh, unfortunately, we decided we're going to move on to a different candidate. And let me tell you something, and a lot of you people don't understand. And some of you may do. But those applications are not checked by regular people. It's checked by AI. It's a system that they run those resumes through and looking for keywords. That's how you get an interview or you don't get an interview. And it doesn't matter how good your resume is. These days I haven't seen whites and blacks who has bachelor's and associate's degrees and still can't get work. Why is it that we have to work so hard or try so hard? We break our backs. You take our money and we can't build on what we already have. Even if we tried to start a business, don't get me wrong. You know, you get a lot of people that comes over from a different country and they help them. And I applaud you guys for, getting your businesses up and going. But we have been here as American people and born and raised in this country, and we still can't get help from the government to help us to build our own stores or whatever we need to sustain our own culture. Look at the black neighborhoods. The black neighborhoods, we can't get funding to rebuild our neighborhoods so our kids can have a safe neighborhood. I mean, you go to some of these places and you go down to the heart of the city where everything is really run down. And that hurts. Because you go everywhere else, everything is nice, it's clean, the streets are clean. You can go inside the store, you can go sit down and have... In a black community, you can't do that. And we need to really try to rebuild our black neighborhoods. Now, don't get me wrong, we do have some officials that gets in and they don't do right by the money. But see, that's why we should have more than one organization going on. For instance, we should have things for the kids when the after school thing. We used to have after school care clubs where kids can go in and wait for their parents that's working, and it was free. It was free. Now, it's not, because we don't have them anymore. And if we have any, like the Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, I have a son, and I was going to put him in the Boys and Girls Club. You know how much it costs for 1 week? $400-something a week. Now, Grant, yeah, I know it takes a lot to do the activities that they do, but that's ridiculous. When people don't get paid that much, and then social services it covers some of it, but you know what? It doesn't cover all of it. So let me just end this here. Black jobs, I thought all jobs were for everyone. I didn't know that black jobs had a color title on them. I didn't think it had a color title on them. And if it does, then somebody really needs to look into that. Because, again, It's to the point to where when they look at their application and they see that you're black, you're automatically not being hired. I hope this helps someone. Please leave your comments at the bottom. Subscribe. If you think that I'm right, please say something. And if you don't think that I'm right, you can leave your comments. Sorry. But just think about what I said. It's a lot going on out here we don't know nothing about. And they just pushing it right up on our noses and not telling us a single thing. They knew what they was doing. And Trump kind of let in on it when he said black jobs. So they really are stereotyping the job market for blacks. That is why it's so hard when you go and you try to apply for a job on Indeed, Monster, ZipRecruiter, and all that. They've already, when you put your information in, they already know what color you are. They know what your capabilities are, regardless of what you went to school for, what the degrees you have. Because of the skin color, they're not hiring blacks like they should. I hope this helps. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.